Hello everybody, my name is Dusty and welcome to Politics for the Future. Today we're going to be talking about the 14th Amendment and mass deportations. There's been a lot of questions going around about what is birthright citizenship. And these are usually the same people who had to Google what is a tariff. These are things we probably should have known before we voted for the guy who said he wants to end it. There are two types of citizenship that are protected under the 14th Amendment. The first one is if your parents are not legal citizens of the United States, but come here and have a child, you are a citizen. The second is if your parents are citizens of the United States and travel abroad and have you, you are a citizen. All right, guys, I was mid-editing this when I realized I should probably read to you what it says in the Constitution. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the state where they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States. Not shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any citizen within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. Every modern country in the world has some form of birthright citizenship. The US is definitely no exception. But Donald Trump, he wants to end birthright citizenship. Now you might be asking yourself, why? And I'd answer, well, most of the stuff he does doesn't make sense. In my mind, the ending of birthright citizenship is a deterrent in his mind to preventing illegal immigration. But the truth of the matter is it would create an astronomical constitutional crisis in this country.
Let me ask you about some of your other promises on this topic. You've
Okay.
promised to end birthright citizenship
Yeah.
on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an
Well, we're going to
executive
have to get a
action?
change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Through an executive action?
You know,
You're
we're
gonna
the only country that has it. Do you know, if somebody sets a foot, just a foot, 1 foot, you don't need two, on our land, congratulations, you are now a citizen of the United States of America. Yes, we're going to end that because it's ridiculous.
Through executive
Do you know,
action?
Well, if we can, through executive action. I was going to do it through executive action, but then we had to fix COVID first, to be honest with you. We have to end it.
But let's shift over to mass deportations. Donald Trump has promised several executive orders on his first day in office that do not exclude mass deportations. He has a list of cities where he wants to begin this process targeting sanctuary cities. If you notice one thing about this list, there's no red states on them. No, just blue states. The kind of thing he did when he limited emergency funding to blue states for natural disasters. Yes, he's targeting blue states with mass deportations, but this is something that will have a ripple effect throughout the country. The American Immigration Council estimates it would cost $315 billion to perform one mass deportation. That would account for roughly 13 million people. Now let's assume we're going to do mass deportations for a year. Let's look at 1 million deportations over a 10-year period. The American Immigration Council recommends other alternatives to spend that money on, like building over 40,000 new elementary schools, constructing 2.9 million homes, pay the full tuition of 4.3 million people, buy 20 million people a car. Brand new. Looking at spending nearly twice the amount for the National Institute of Health, 4 times larger than the NASA budget. It'd be nearly 3 times larger than what the US government spends on child nutrition. It'd be 18 times larger than what the world spends on cancer research. Undocumented immigrants in the United States pay nearly $50 billion to the federal government in taxes every year. They pay almost $30 billion to states, contribute $23 billion to Social Security, and $5.7 billion to Medicare. With a Republican Party that's so fascinated and fixated on being a conservative spender, this is just a waste of money. Here are some industries that would be affected by mass deportations. Construction agriculture work would lose 1 in 8 employees. Hospitality would lose 1 in 14, a fourth of all housekeepers. Mass deportations have no upside, only downside. Why don't we use that money that Donald Trump would like to use for mass deportations and use it for something useful? Building schools, making healthcare affordable, ensuring that no child starves in the United States. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit more about birthright citizenship and the planned mass deportation. If you did, make sure you leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.